This is the second time I've done this type of video, because in effect, for those that watch my videos, thank you. My S75 has had a couple of issues since I've got it. The first one back in November, and for those who've had a look at the videos recently, I had one a couple of weeks ago. We're just a bit of a recap. Basically, I drove the car to the supercharger at Charnter Richard, near where I live, on a Saturday morning with the intention of charging it up, getting back home and washing the car. Got to the supercharger, reversed in, absolutely fine, parked up, got out to present the power cable to the car, but the flap didn't open where the light was. Which is a bit strange, but so my initial thoughts were that the charger was actually not working. So I got back in the car to move it to a different location, and that's when things didn't feel right. So first thing I noticed, and it's one for you to watch out for, I actually put the foot on the brake, and the brake felt very hard and not the normal little bit of flex in it that you normally get. So basically the brake was hard, a bit strange. And I pulled the stalk and I couldn't get it out of park. It wouldn't go in drive, wouldn't do absolutely anything. So again, initially thought strange. Okay, well, I'll do the normal sort of reboots that you do. So I did the 2-button reboot on the steering wheel that reset the console, but that still didn't resolve the problem. Now then, previously also you can go into the large screen and select shutdown, and that's where I noticed an actual difference. So I selected shutdown on the large screen, which the screen did actually go off, but normally you get a sort of relay type noise where little relays are going click 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 while the car actually shuts down. That didn't happen. So in effect, with the 2 buttons on the screen, I couldn't get the car to power down. So I tried a few times. At that point I decided to press the Call Tesla assistance on the help screen, which is quite a good feature. It saves you looking for the number. So I pressed that. They answered within about 2 or 3 minutes, Saturday morning, 9:30, which is quite good. And the tech on the line, a really helpful guy, connected in, got me to do all the things that I have done already, buttons and screen, and he said, okay, well at that point there's nothing really else he could do. So what he did then was arrange for a flatbed to arrive, and you'll see from the other video that flatbed was there. It arrived pretty quickly, 40 minutes I think it was. They called me a cab to get me home, and told me to send in a copy of the invoice. So that was about £30, something like that, and they're going to reimburse the cost of that. So in terms of service, and I've said this a few times now, you can't really fault Tesla. I know the car is expensive and you expect the service to be good, but roadside assistance has been very, very good. So now, reason for this video: fault report for the car. So in this instance, it's a strange one. The car didn't brake. There was nothing that actually broke on the car, no faulty parts, not like the previous one with the E-fuse. This was a good old-fashioned software glitch. I work in the IT industry. I tell my users repeatedly, turn it off and on again, which is what I try to do with the car. But in this instance, if you actually read the report, it says that they checked through the logs when they found the fault, and that the drive rails failed to switch off when the driver left the vehicle. So I presume there are some sort of relay, drive rails that drop out, which then allow the car to be plugged in to charge up, and they didn't drop out. Now, the interesting thing was that when they took my car away to the Stockport service centre, again great service centre, it was a bank holiday weekend unfortunately for me, and it was a Saturday, and the service centre don't work on Saturdays. So the car was dropped off in their compound, and I could check the car on the app on the phone. What I did notice at that point, because normally they turn off the data, so you can't see the state of the vehicle and you can't do things while they're working on it, which is a good thing. What happened was that I noticed on the Saturday, the Sunday and the Monday of the bank holiday, the charge of the battery rapidly depleted. So I got to the supercharger and I'd still something like 30-50 miles left, something like that. When it got to the service centre, it was losing 10, 15, perhaps 20 miles per night. Normally you'll lose a couple, but not that amount. So what happened was, when they came to work on the car on the Tuesday, they got to the car and it started up fine, because the battery had drained. It had basically disengaged these rails and in effect reset the car. So in this instance, they have they said that this is a rare issue and unlikely to occur on the same vehicle again, but it is currently under investigation. So I would guess at some point with the future software updates that this type of issue is resolved. What the service centre also said was that the roadside assistance tech who connected in, he did have one additional option. He could have chosen to do a reset, and they said at that point, if he had done that particular reset, and I'm still waiting back feedback from Tesla as to what that was, it would in effect have reset the car completely, which then would have resolved the driver issues. So hopefully this is useful information for you. Again, car's been absolutely perfect since I got it. Apologies for the delay in the video, but I've been on holiday for a week and I got it back after 3 days, so elapsed time in terms of actually working on it, 2 or 3 days really, so which was good, and it's been driving faultlessly ever since, touch wood. So hopefully you like the video. Please give it a thumbs up, and also thanks for the people who are starting to use my referral code. So I'm starting to get some of these through now, and I've had a request to do a referral video, which I will do, and I'm starting to get some great questions off you guys out there about the car, and you know, that's really good to get the feedback, and I'll try and answer whatever questions you want about the car, the experiences, etc. So again, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up and use your referral code to get free supercharging while you have the life of the car, and also the money discount for charging and servicing, etc. So I shall see you in the next video.